Looking for some inspiration to bring your free motion quilting up a level? Then look no further than our 9-piece hopping foot set. Hi, I'm Angelique and I'm going to show you what comes in the 9-piece hopping foot set, some ideas on how to use it, and explain what each of our attachments do. So it comes with your standard hopping foot as well as this one, which is really important because it's the one that's going to allow you to attach all the inserts. It comes with 3 sizes of couching feet, 3 sizes of echo feet. It comes with a diamond and square foot as well as the glide foot. The 9-piece foot attachment set is compatible with all of our unique quilting machines and the Little Rebel with this style of hopping foot collar. This hopping foot has a different edge to it than the one that comes with your machine, and it has a black marking and a red marking. And so I'm just going to start with one of our couching feet here. You're going to line up the red mark that's on the hopping foot with the black mark that is on the attachment or the insert. Once it's seated, you're going to then twist it so that the black marks line up, and that's going to lock your attachments in place. Then you'll just attach it to your frame as usual, making sure to check your hopping foot height. Couching is adding an additional textile to the top of your quilt, something like yarn or string or ribbon, anything that you can think of that will work with the feet. And it's going to add another dimension or layer to your quilt because it sits on top of the quilt. So let me show you some examples of couching that I've done in other projects. First, I have this pillow. It's a very simple design. I used a worsted weight cotton thread to quilt the large B on the front there, and then I used a black here to create a frame on that. Another project that I did with couching was making this fun jacket. I used a couple of different sizes of yarn to create this so that I got some different textured looks, and this was just a fun way to embellish a thrift store find. Another project that I did is this elegant table runner. I've used a much thinner type of yarn that has a lot of sparkle to it, and I drew out my design and did a lot of echoing with it to create the nice gold look, and then did some regular echoes around it to extend that design. The 9-piece comes with 3 different echo feet in various sizes: small, medium, and large. And if you take a look here, you'll see a design that I did with all of them, and I'm going to show you how to replicate that. I'm just going to start a wiggly design. All right, so now I'm going to lift my needle and I'm going to move this so that the edge of my echo foot is against the previously stitched line, and I'm going to continue doing my design, keeping this as close as possible to create that next echo. And I can do that as many times as I want. I'm going to do one more. All right, and so now I'm ready to change the size of my echo, and I'm going to continue stitching. All right, now I have the larger echo foot on, so you can see how we've increased in the increments of our quilting here by using the 3 different feet. And it's really that simple to echo. Like I said, the foot and the different sizes just gives you a better visual to make it easier to line up and keep that going, and gives you the variety in sizes that you can't get with just your standard hopping foot. Also in the 9-piece hopping foot set, you're going to see 2 square inserts. One is for doing horizontal and vertical lines, and the other one is for doing 45-degree diagonal lines. You can tell which is which by the placement of the black marking that you use to line up your hopping foot into. The one that is your horizontal / vertical, the black marking is in the center of one of the sides. The one that is the 45-degree diagonal has the marking in one of the corners. I use the diamond foot with my patchwork quilt here made out of selvages to help hold the selvages down and to get these nice, straight, and close together diamond hatchings in order to help push these portions down and make the diamonds in the the square one. It really works best with a ruler to help you keep your lines straight. And so I'm going to use our 3x8 true cut ruler and line that up against the edge that's closest to me. So I'm going to come back over here, again line my back edge up with my previously stitched line and continue. If I want to add vertical lines, I can do that just by moving my ruler to the other side that's more comfortable for me. And I'm just going to stitch in the ditch until I get the edge of my foot to line up with my previous stitches. And then I'm going to continue. And I can continue that all the way through until I finish if I want more of that checkered appearance. Right, so now I have the diamond one on, so remember you can tell because the black marks are in the corner. And I'm going to start by doing my 45s on this angle. And I'll just travel in the ditch until my corner here lines up with my previous stitching. You can vary the size if you want to by using the ruler and just keeping track of where it is. This is just going to help you keep that perfect angle, whereas with a ruler alone it might be difficult to do that. I love these two inserts because they help me keep close straight lines or the angled lines. Consistency, making cross hatches is a great way for quilting material you're going to use for a bag or like I showed you on that quilt to help hold things down. And it's just going to be a fun way to get that back parts of your quilt maybe to sit flatter in a way as like a filler design or something like that. So please show me in the comments below some things you've done with either the square or diamond foot from the 9-piece hopping foot set. I want to see some of your ideas. The last insert that I want to show you is the glide foot attachment. As you can see here, it's bowl shaped. I'm going to set it on the side so you can see that. And it's a little curved so that it easily goes over those thick seams. And so let me show you on my example quilt here. But I have a lot of wonky seams that just don't want to lay flat. And so when I go to quilt this, I might get my standard hopping foot caught. So it's a good idea to use the glide foot because it's just going to make those transitions a lot smoother for you. It's as easy as that. Just goes right smoothly, like you have no issues with your quilt whatsoever. Great to use with automation. As you can see, I love my 9-piece hopping foot set. I can create so many fun, creative projects just by changing what insert that I'm using. So if you're interested more on couching like this pillow or some of the others, or like what can I really do with this, we have a couple of great videos here on our YouTube channel that you can check out. One is from Jenna called Couching on a Quilt. What's that? Another one is, can you couch on your long arm? We also have videos to show you how to make this project and how I did the quilting on it as well on the YouTube channel. If you have questions and you want to know more about the 9-piece, or you just want to go ahead and purchase it, go ahead and call our sales folks, or you can email them, sales@graceframe.com. Other questions, you're welcome to ask those down in the comments below. I'm happy to answer them as soon as I can. Other things that you might find interesting are right here on our YouTube channel, so be sure to like and subscribe. You'll get more content on our products, support, as well as inspiration for project ideas, and we're even showing you how to do some free motion quilting. So check that out here. So until next time, I'm going to get back to creating, so I'll sew you later.